Check, 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 check. Mike, are you working? So will it work? Who's producing today? Yeah, I don't think your mic's working. I think everything else is working but the mic. Zach, are you going to be able to get his to work, or we don't know?
You can hear me.
They're on the way up, Mike.
Yeah, I remember when I was filming the JV, this is the I know we just signed a deal. I need my advance
You didn't print out a Braves roster?
I know that.
Well, then I'll have to pull it up.
Oh, all right.
I know the kids. I just don't know who's wearing what numbers this year.
Well, I know. Please to see if it's this or if it's this.
Okay.
We'll just do our. Okay, can you hear me? Okay, no, they're not. I plugged mine into the box, so it's not the headset, it's the box. Okay.
Good afternoon, lacrosse fans. It's a beautiful day for lacrosse. Welcome to historic.
What time are we going on, Zach?
Indian Hill High School extends a special welcome this afternoon to our guests and opponents, the Summit Country Day Silver Knights. Indian Hill and Summit Country Day wish to make a special note that sportsmanship is an integral part of all our athletic events. Indian Hill and Summit Country Day require all athletes, coaches, and fans to practice only positive support before, during, and after all contests.
Okay.
We hope you enjoy the game and help make it a rewarding experience. Remember, good sportsmanship.
So what's the big monitor?
Be loud, be proud, be positive.
Okay.
The officials assigned to this contest have been selected according to procedures adopted by the Ohio Lacrosse Association. Officials for today's contest are Scott Neisel, Zach Bolt, and Paul Elliott.
I still work. You want me to spot for you? I can hear you now. Soon as you push that back down, I could hear you.
What does that do? That shuts everything else down.
Testing 1, 2, test. One of these things.
Hello,
me?
hello.
I can hear you now,
So
Denny.
Pete, holy moly.
We got it. They had it plugged into the wrong channel.
Okay,
We are set to go.
check my volume.
So you're going to do play-by-play?
Okay, here we are at Tomahawk Stadium for the first sunny day we've had all year.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're proud of the Americans. We live in a country like no other.
Indian Hill's going to be hosting.
Please rise. Move your
Okay,
chairs.
good.
Playing our national anthem.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. National anthem.
And now the starters for this afternoon's contest.
Tell us when we can start talking.
Summit Country Day Silver Knights. Number 2, Lennox Brooks. Number 3, Joseph Delworth. Number 4, Alan Waltz. Number 5, Eric Bronte. Number 7, Nick Carciero. Number 11, James McAlevey. Number 15, Michael McSwain. Number 20, Connor Lyle. Number 22, Henry Schertzinger. Number 23, Harrison Schertzinger. Number 25, Logan Bush. And in goal today for the Silver Knights, number 1, Hank Seltman. And now,
Welcome,
your
lacrosse
Indian
fans,
Hill
to
Braves.
Braves Stadium here on sunny Saturday afternoon, where the Indian Hill Braves will be taking on the Crusaders from Summit Country Day. Actually, it's the Knights from Summit Country Day.
Number 23,
Starting for the Braves in goal will be Cameron McMillan, number 10, number 31,
Kai Nor.
Kai Knorr, number 35,
35,
Grant Gottheimer,
Patrick Ferris.
number 44, Matt Sorson,
In goal this afternoon for the Braves,
number
10,
17, Jacob Young, number 36, Patrick Ferris, number 23,
Owen Taylor.
Owen Taylor, number 33, Davis McCoskey, number 5, Georgie Favell, and facing off for the Braves is going to be number 36 today,
Patrick Ferris.
Patrick Ferris, a freshman for the Braves, known as the Fireplug.
Actually has.
So, Mike, with me in the booth today, I'm Rob Young, and in the booth with me today is Mike Fruland, who will be taking the play-by-play for you. I will be your color commentator here for the Saturday afternoon face-off between the Braves and the Knights.
Okay, we got Patrick Ferris, and there's a procedure call.
Braves are called for procedure
Summit will
violation on the
take the
face of
ball.
the Silver Knights ball.
Connor Lyle takes the ball and kicks it back over to Harrison Scherzinger. Swings it down to his brother Henry. Joseph Delworth at X swings it back out to Alan Waltz. Oh, a face dodge by
Nice stop by
Henry
McMillan.
Scherzinger.
The ball's loose on the ground in front of the cave. McMillan covers it up and brings it into the cage. So the Braves with their first save of the game and a clear out to midfield to number 3,
Evan Youngblood.
Evan Youngblood, who dishes it to number 5.
Georgie Favell's got the ball.
So, Mike, what's the key to the Braves' success today offensively?
I think they need to move the ball around and maintain their offensive possession to try and wear out the Summit's defense. They don't have a deep roster, and they generally only have about 7 guys that are playing at the offensive end. So the longer we can keep them on defense, I think the better opportunity we'll have later in the game.
Braves moving the ball around the horn there. Georgia Fell bringing it back up top to number 23, Owen Taylor. Taylor back to Favell. Back at X for the Braves is number 8, Ryan Fixler, who brings it to the left-hand side. So patience is going to be the key for the Braves today on offense. If they can keep the ball in their offensive end and pressure this defense and move it around, as you can see, they're shot on goal, score by Owen Taylor.
Braves goal scored by number 23, Owen Taylor. Assist on the play.
So, Mike, the Braves showed great patience on that offensive set.
I was just going to say that's what we need to do. We need to move the ball around, be patient, get the defense moving, and take our opportunities when we get them. And Owen's certainly one that will take that every time he gets that. So,
you know, the two players to watch on offense for the Knights today are going to be number 22 and number 23, the twins, Henry and Harrison Scherzinger, who are already committed to North Carolina to play in their college career, and they are only sophomores. Facing off for the Knights is number 19.
It's Ruben Tobel. And again, I believe we have Patrick Ferris. I'm not sure what the holdup is here. Okay, here we go.
Those of you new to the lacrosse game is much like basketball, but it's 10 on 10. A goalie on each end, and both teams must keep 3 players on each end of the field. That should be a trip on the Knights, but they get away with it as the Braves get the ball.
Ryan Fixler comes up with the ground ball.
Fixler looking to get it into the box. In lacrosse, you have an offensive box that comes from the in line all the way out to the 30, is represented on the sides by the yellow line that extends from the 30. And there's a penalty on the play on number cross-check, 1 minute penalty on number 19, the face-off man, Ruben Tobel. So the Braves all have their first opportunity here on Saturday afternoon in a man-up opportunity. They lead 1-0 with 9:25 left, Mike. What type of man-up offense are they running this year, Mike?
They've got several. Let me look and see what they got here. This looks like what we call WUFA. It's a 2-2-2, and you got to.
The key to man-up is to hold on to the ball.
Yeah, I was going to say that, but. And move the ball quickly.
Fixler looking to push it inside. Quick dish, quick shot, and it's a score for the Braves. So the Braves score on their first man-up opportunity, 2-0, 8:59 left, as the penalty is released, and Tobler will come out to take the face-off for the Knights, and Patrick Ferris will be back out there on face-off for the Braves. When we get a break, we'll tell them. So here we go for another face-off. 8:59 left in this first quarter. Braves up 2-0. Patrick Ferris going for the pinch, and Bob Tobler's got him clamped down pretty tight as the scrum is forming. Jacob Young is in there trying to get it. And it's picked up by number 3.
Evan Youngblood comes up with the ground ball.
Evan Youngblood with the ball as he brings it down to the offensive end.
And nice pick by the ref.
Does a roll, he's into the box, and the Braves will set up their offense. With number 33 back at X for the Braves is Davis McCoskey. So Evan Youngblood comes out of the game, and we bring in number 2.
That'd be Jimmy Burnett, number 2, sophomore. Wheeling it around nice. No. Get on it.
Inside, and the ball's loose. It's going to go. That's going to go out of bounds. It'll be Knight's ball.
Braves pass sails out of bounds.
New this year in the rules, it is a fast start when the ball goes out of bounds on. And we're back in play here.
I don't know what your definition of a fast start is,
That
Rob,
was-
but that wasn't one.
It's supposed to be pick the ball up and go.
Yeah.
Shot, another save by McMillan, the senior goalie. Great save, Cam.
Kai Nor's out there banging on the attackman, and
That's one of the Scherzinger boys
Jake
there.
Young.
Number 20 for Summit is,
That's Connor Lyle, number 20. He's
and the Knights turn the ball over. It'll be Braves
Steps out
ball.
of bounds. That'll be Braves ball.
So going for another clear opportunity here for the Braves. Grant Deinarder over to the goalie McMillan as he walks it up the field to the 25, the 30,
He's
looking to
got-
clear it. Gets it over the half to Philip Ferris, who gets it into the box. And we'll see them set their offense up. So Owen Taylor, we've got Philip Ferris, you got Georgie Favell up at the midfield, and you got Brunette, McCoskey,
and Fixler.
and Fixler down at the attack. It's a shot,
Oh,
score as the Braves go
beautiful
up
score.
3-0. So, Mike, the Braves have been very patient on offense. They've scored every possession they've had so far. Can they keep this up? Have we revealed the weakness in Summit's game?
I've watched a couple of Summit's games, and I don't know that they necessarily have a weakness, but what I'm seeing right now from Indian Hill, they can absolutely keep this up. The question is, will they keep this up? The way they're moving the ball around is exactly what the recipe is, not just to beat Summit, but really
So
to beat anybody.
LSM on the close side here is Brooke McClay. On the far side is Evan Youngblood, and facing off for the Braves is the freshman Patrick the Fireplug Ferris.
Oh, we've got a new guy at X for Summit.
Ferris with the
Number
face-off, and
32, Michael
that's
Raffi.
keep going, Patrick. That's going to be another one. So that's going to be a cross-check in the back. Nope, it's a push. So it's going to be a 30-second push with possession on Summit, as the Braves will have a 30-second opportunity here, man up. It took them 33 seconds in the last man up to score. Can they score in 30 seconds?
Yes. Hopefully they won't drop the pass as they're swinging it around. And okay, they're going. Let's count it down.
And the Braves are moving the ball around quickly. Back out to Favell. Favell's going to take the shot, and it's wide and misses.
Ryan Fixler's backing it up.
Fixler gets the ball. They restart the clock. Back up to Favell, who's looking to dish it off to Ferris. Ferris to
That's Eric Fluhoff.
Fluhoff. Inside, and it's a push, and
Oh,
Fixler.
no.
Oh!
Pipes
Fixler
it.
takes a shot. Another
Oh,
one off
another
the
pipe.
shot.
Fixler shot.
That's gonna be-
Pipe.
That's going to be Summit's ball.
They gave that to Summit?
Taylor
Yeah, they had a
shot.
guy right at the sideline, Mike. That was.
Oh, I see. Harrison Scherzinger was over on the sideline. I got
So
it.
Harrison Scherzinger, the sophomore going to UNC for his college career, brings the ball up and faces a stiff Phil Ferris to slow the ball down. So Summit's going to get into their offense. That's a missed opportunity on the man up. Headset on, but he cannot hear you.
Okay, had an errant pass from, I believe it was Harrison Scherzinger,
So nice pass. Just
down to number 4, Alan Walsh.
Clear out to number 12.
That's
Alex Major.
Major.
Alex Major jumps the ball, and it's picked up by Summit. Summit's trying to bring the ball back to their goalie, who gets it, who's looking for a quick clear out to the center.
Oh. Timeout. Summit.
Timeout, Summit.
timeout. Summit.
So the Braves lead this, Mike, 3-0 with 4:37 left in the first quarter. Braves have played great on offense, decent on defense. They haven't had a whole lot of opportunity to show how good they are on defense, but Cam McMillan has had 2 great stops, who's converted those stops into great clears. So McMillan's having a great game. He's 2 for 2 on shots faced, and his clearing is 2 for 2. So that's a great start for their senior goalie today. Both teams come in fairly successful. Summit is leading in the region 7-1, has a higher power rating than the Braves right now. Braves are in 3rd position in that power rating scheme with 2 losses. They had a tough loss last night to Loveland, I hear, Mike?
Yeah, it was. They actually, the score at the end of the first quarter last night was 3-0 in our favor. We came out and had a really, really good first quarter. And it just it kind of got away from them in the rest of the game. Loveland picked it up, and I'd like to see the Braves come out and finish this one off. I think they.
So the Braves come into this with 2 losses, one to Division I powerhouse Loveland, and one to Kings, who's probably a surprise to everyone, who's 7-1 right now. Summit is 7-1. Summit right now is ranked above them, but guess who they play next?
Who does someone have next?
I believe Kings is playing Summit Country Day in about a week.
Oh, that will be a good game. Kings is very solid this year.
I'm sorry, they're playing McNick next. They won't face each other until the playoffs. Another great save by McMillan on a trick shot by number 20.
That's Connor Lyles, number 20.
From Connor Lyle. So the Braves turn it over on the clear.
It's one of the Carcieri brothers. I believe there are 3 of them on the team. Thanks.
As Summit tries to get some kind of offense going against Youngblood, and a shot and a miss.
Nice shot. Sailed out of bounds. Backed up by the Silver.
Scherzinger takes the ball. We'll start it.
No, it's backed up by the Braves.
No, it's a turnover by Summit.
Turnover for Braves.
McMillan with the clear out to number 35, Gottdiner. Gottdiner across midcourt as he brings it down. Gets it, dumps it. Quick pass across, and a score. What a beautiful assist by number 8. With an assist from Brunette, I believe.
No, it was Ryan Fixler
No,
down
from Fixler.
there.
So the Braves go up 4-0, 3:20 left.
That was a
That
very,
was some
very
of the
nice
best
looking transition play, Rob.
Transition lacrosse, Mike, that I've seen the Braves play in a long time.
Yep. That's nice to get to. That'll boost their confidence and get them going here.
So Brooke McClay as LSM here on the close side. On the far side, you've got number 34.
It's R.J. Dean.
Robert Dean, more affectionately known as R.J. Dean.
Oh, we got Ruben Tobel back taking the face-off against Patrick Ferris.
Ferris is digging deep. Who's going to win this scrum? Dean reaches in. Ferris loses it. It's Tobler who's got it. Dean tries to pick it up. It's Tobler that wins the face-off. Quickly getting it down to Summit. Summit will get the face-off win, and now they're trying to press hard as the Braves defense comes out and pushes the ball back outside the box. On defense on that side of the field, you have Grant Gottdiner at number 44 is Matt Sorensen. And 31 is Kai Knorr.
Ground ball picked up by the Silver Knights.
So you got 2 seniors and a junior anchoring this defense today. Shot, score.
Was that number 4, Rob?
Was number 7.
Number 7, Nick Carcieri.
Scored by number 8, Will Carcieri.
Well, they gave it to his brother Will, but I don't think he's in the game.
Pardon me. Nick Carcieri.
We had it right. The announcers had it wrong.
We did.
So with 2:20 left in the first half, the Braves lead 4-1. Mike, that was a great example of how the defense has to stay tight, has to make their calls and their slides. And when we get out of position, this Summit team has the
pan up.
So again, we've got Tobler against Ferris on the close side here. This time you've got Jake Young. On the far side, you've got number 12, Alex Major.
Yes, it does.
Tobler wins that out to his long stick middie, who turns it over. The Braves will pick it up. Major turns that over.
Out of bounds off the Braves, turnover to the Silver Knights.
Silver Knights will pick it back up and start this offensive drive. Much better, thank you. We were going to say something at the quarter. So the Summit offense is set to go again here.
It's Henry Scherzinger on the side, carrying the ball back to X. Always looking for his brother Harrison, who's got the ball. Carcieri trying to dodge a little bit and kicks back out. Now Harrison.
Shot, miss, wide.
Shot by Connor.
McMillan with the save for the Braves. Lyle.
This is Joseph Delworth.
With Gottdiner checking him. Looking to. So they've got number 4, Alan Waltz back at the X for him. Cross.
I was just going to say.
A great save by McMillan.
The off-ball movement that Summit has from their 2 attackmen is the result of a lot of their goals this year, Rob.
And this is going to be a misclear opportunity possibly for the Braves as the ball's up in the air.
And should go to the Braves.
It should be the Braves' ball. Braves have the ball as
Chuck Long brings the ball back into play. So much for the quick restart, Rob.
I haven't seen them start the quick restart like they're supposed to when it goes out of bounds. They're always letting the defense get set up. That's half the fun of that quick start.
That's the whole reason.
So the Braves go into settled offense here as
Davis
McCoskey comes around the crease. Looking to a cutter, wide open, and great assist.
Davis Wilson on the great cut and assist from X.
Number 25, Davis Wilson.
So Davis Wilson with a score and an assist to McCoskey. That was a great read by McCoskey as he was trying to make that question mark turn back in and saw Davis cutting back in.
Davis to Davis. That was that's something that they've gotten a lot better at. That I've seen a lot more this year from X. I think Davis is doing a great job back there, feeding the ball to the cutting midfielders.
So the Braves are up 5-1 with 12 seconds left in this first quarter as the Braves have their offensive unit working.
Clock's running. I'm not sure why.
I think our clock operator forgot to go to clock operator school.
Maybe that's it.
So we'll try this again. It should be 12:05 left on that clock if anyone wanted to know, but it doesn't really matter. This will be a face-off as the way they've been tying. Ferris and Tobler have been tying it up. It probably will get down to about 5 seconds before anyone has possession of the ball. And sure enough, there we were, 5 seconds, but no.
Oh, and now it's loose again. I think this is just going to run.
And there we go. So after one, Mike, the Braves are up 5-1. Couple things that I noticed. Offensively, we're moving the ball around very well. We're playing great set offense. Had a couple great opportunities on man up. We capitalized on one, didn't make it on the other. In your assessment, what do the Braves need to do to keep the hammer down?
They need to keep the hammer down. That's what I don't know what you can do to keep the hammer down. They need to keep playing the way they're playing, and that's like I said.
So, like a lot of Braves teams, we always have intensity issues when we get a quick lead like this.
I guess we did yesterday. I'll say that.
So they need to keep the intensity. This needs to be a 10-2 game at the most at halftime. As everybody knows in lacrosse is a very fast-paced game, and you can quickly score 4 or 5 goals in a very short amount of time. So a 5-1 lead is great. It'll be a great opportunity for the Braves to continue this work that they're doing offensively. Defensively, a couple things I noticed. When they have that off-ball movement by Summit and the Braves get confused on their slides and there's some confusion in the defense, Summit's going to capitalize. If they continue to capitalize on that, of course, they do have to have the ball to do that.
They're calling me the press.
So Mike's going to take a little break here for us as he goes to check on some things. As we switch ends, the Braves are up 5-1 here on a sunny Saturday afternoon at Tomahawk Stadium. It's going to be hard next year when the Braves become the Hawks. I'm not sure how that's going to work because they have been the Braves to me for 12 years. So we will continue to call this game today. Mike Fruland and Rob Young in the booth. We'd like to thank all our cameramen who are doing great work.
To start the second quarter of play, we have Ruben Tobler for the Silver Knights.
So Ruben Tobler will take the face-off, and Patrick Ferris again. Far side this time is Jake Young. Near side for the Braves is R.J. Dean. And we probably will see them have another little scrum. These two have been fairly even matched. Ferris has had the advantage all day, and Ferris again gets the ball out to Dean, who takes it. Let's see if he can get it into the offensive box. And this face-off win goes to the Braves. So R.J. Dean gets that ball down into the offensive side as we bring the ball up top. So as we work here, so the Braves are working around the horn like they've been doing, playing very patient offense. As number 2 for the Braves, Jimmy Brunette dishes it to number 33, McCoskey, to Favell, to Owen Taylor, who takes a shot and goes high as the Braves have the ball, and Brunette quickly.
Backed up by Ryan Fixler. Braves retain possession.
You know, Mike, one of the things I'm noticing with these officials, they're waiting for the defense to get back and set before they blow the whistle, and that's not what they should be doing.
Yeah, the officials don't seem to be adapting to the
Favell
rule
with a shot,
change.
and it's deflected by number 5 for Summit.
He backs up Favell's shot. Braves retain possession. Bring it in on the end line.
What are we calling here? It was a chin strap issue.
So McCoskey gives the ball down to Taylor. So we're running an inverted offense right now with Taylor down at the X.
Yeah, I haven't seen this. This is something new that Coach McKay's put in. I haven't seen Owen running from X yet this year.
Owen is a traditional midfielder for the Braves. He's got a laser beam of a shot. Out to Favell, who takes a shot and a save.
Hank Seltman gets a stick on. Is that their first save, Rob?
That is their first save of the day.
At you.
So Summit looking for their first clear opportunity. They get it out, and this ball is going to be intercepted. Well, was deflected by number 31 for the Braves, Kai Knorr, who lost sight of
I
it.
think Kai lost track of the shot. There's a
Mc-
shot by Harrison.
McMillan with
saved
a
by-
great save and gets it quickly down the field. Braves need to pick this ball up.
That's Evan Youngblood, but I think
It's going to be the
are gonna
Braves'
keep
ball.
it.
I think Evan heard the footsteps and looked up instead of getting the ball into the stick.
He was trying to play it off the bounce, and as it often happens on that second bounce, that ball is spinning and it spun away from him, and I don't think he could get to it in time.
So McCoskey back at X for the Braves. We're back into a traditional 2-3-1.
I'm seeing a lot of good movement, good off-ball movement tonight or this afternoon. by the
McCoskey
Braves.
looking to dish the ball. Clock again. Today's quarter will be brought to you by the Timekeepers, as we will have extra coverage.
Yes.
So-
Unfortunate they keep blowing the ball dead when we're in an offensive possession.
So Taylor's up top. We've got Favel in the center. You've got
Jimmy
Jimmy
also
Burnett in the center. You got McCoskey and Fixler working it around. Favel on this side up to Brunette. But now we're in a little bit of an inverted with our attackmen up top with Brunette and Philip Ferris.
They're really mixing things up here. I'm not sure they. Oh, there's Jimmy on a nice dodge. Another nice dodge and a shot. Oh,
Shot and a save.
Saved by
Jimmy Burnett's soft shot saved by Hank Selton.
And the Braves better get on defense.
I'm thinking that's going to draw a flag. Phil Ferris.
That's going to be on Phil Ferris. Just a little behind. If he had been a little more in the side and up front, that would have been a great check, Mike.
Yep.
So that'll be a 30-second penalty on the Braves. It's a technical penalty, push with possession, as the Braves go man down, and the Silver Knights with their first man-up opportunity of the day. So you got to think on this man-up opportunity, the Silver Knights are looking to have a lot of off-ball movement, but they don't appear to. They seem to be. I'd have those Harrison boys cutting in and out.
Bam.
Great save by McMillan.
Save, Cam McMillan.
It's going to be the Silver Knights as
James McLevy backs up the shot.
the Grant Diner comes back.
Oh,
Another
another
save by
good save.
McMillan. The senior's coming up big here against.
Here comes Cole Warbrick, freshman, up the side.
Cole
Bring the ball
Warbrick.
into the offensive end.
Cole Woolrich on this clear for the Braves.
Nice
Cut,
feed.
feed.
And a goal
Score!
by Alex Major.
So that's 33-12. That will be Davis McCoskey with another assist.
Again, Davis McCoskey has been doing very well with that this year, catching and passing to the cutting midfielders. And our off-ball movement has been really, really good today so far. Better than I've seen it yet this year.
Had our penalty been released yet?
I don't
No, so that was a
know. It had to be
man-down
man-down score. And
That
it
was
looks-
great save. Two great saves by McMillan with a great outlet pass at the center of the field, and great ball movement by the Braves quickly in transition. McCoskey hitting Alex Major on the cut with a great score. So the Braves are up 6-1 here in the second quarter with 7:50 to go. And it'll be a new face-off guy, number 32. Ferris gets this face-off, but he gets plowed over. Still down. Nobody's really won this. It's still a loose ball. And
Still a
No
loose
one-
ball. That's going to be Indian Hill Braves.
Ball is out of bounds off the Silver Knights possession over to the Braves.
so the Braves will get credited with the face-off win there.
Summit's really digging deep to find a face-off guy to compete with Patrick Ferris. They've got a guy out there that's not even on my roster. I don't even have 32 on my roster for that.
That should have been a.
What's going on? Yeah, how about a whistle? What do we got? It's going to be Summit's ball. Harrison Scherzinger picks up the ball.
Not sure exactly how that happened.
I don't know what that call was.
And the Braves are going to be found a little light-footed here as they bring it down quickly and get it into the box. Lyle over to
Connor Lyle over
to one of the Scherzingers.
one of the Scherzingers. Here comes oh, got rid of it just in time. Had the trail check coming.
So that penalty that we had just released.
Oh. Good pressure defense by Alex Major on Henry Scherzinger.
Henry Scherzinger with a
Henry
dodge.
Patented
Twice
dodge
and a shot and a score. So there's how you see that the Scherzinger boy dodges two guys, fires it away quickly, and gets a score top shelf off stick against McMillan. This game goes to 6-2. So Mike, I'm gonna reiterate what I said after the first quarter. When the Braves have their defense set and they're making their slides and making good off-ball movement and good smart lacrosse moves, they do very well. When we start lunging after the ball and we get out of position, the Scherzinger boys in the Summit offense are quickly able to move that ball around and get an open guy and get a shot.
Yep, that's absolutely true. I was just in the process of complimenting our defensive aggression there, but the reality is it was probably a little bit too aggressive considering who had the ball. They're very quick-footed and very offensive-minded. But that's they're going to score goals. Summit's going to score goals. The Scherzingers, you're not going to stop them. You can contain
Ferris with
them.
another face-off win.
Oh, he won the face-off clean. Jake Young comes up, or is coming up.
Got to get it in our possession.
There's
We got it.
RJ Dean. There's a it's good, a well called timeout by
So
Coach McKay.
Coach McKay takes his first time out of the half. So again, what I was talking about is, I love seeing the aggression play, but when you've got both Scherzinger boys out there, you've got other players out there for Summit that obviously have good sticks. Sometimes taking a step back and recognizing that if I lunge at it, I've just exposed my defense to an opportunity for the offense to score. Little bit of lacrosse IQ.
Yep, that was. It's hard to control though, because the situation was a ball went out to the top to whichever. I think it was Henry or Harrison. I'm not sure.
I think it was Henry. 22's Henry.
22's Henry. So the ball goes out to Henry. He kind of bobbles the ball. It goes on the ground. Alex Major immediate reaction goes for the ball, which I love.
I do.
Almost got it, but almost isn't good enough with the Scherzingers. He picked up the ball, went right around him, dodged another guy, and scored a goal. That's going to happen.
And I will say that I like that aggressive play. What I think the Braves are going to have to work on when they play aggressive like that is the guys behind that scene making their adjustments so that they don't have a Scherzinger who's able to dodge another guy and get wide open.
You're right. The second slide, or the first slide, the second dodge that he made is probably the one that opened him up for the shot. We need to be a little bit more conservative. So here we go. Indian Hill spinning the ball around. Mr. Assist, Davis McCoskey bringing it out. We got Otto Ackerman in at midi now, along with Davis Wilson.
To McCoskey, who takes a shot, and it's a save. And Summit ball. The Braves need to hustle back on
Otto's
defense.
got to get on his horse. And Chuck Long's running back to fill the middle. That's good recovery by the Braves.
So the ball start off in Scherzinger's stick on the left side of the field as he brings it up past the 30, dishing it off to his brother Harrison. Who's going to fake the shot, use a screen, comes around, dodges his guy, moves, and McMillan makes the save. So McMillan coming up with another big save for the Braves. And it's not that the Summit team has not had shot opportunities. McMillan is having a great day, and this is going to be a bad clear on McMillan. So it'll be a turnover on the Braves. The Summit will have the ball. Fixler looking to ride his defender as they throw.
Oh, and they may have just thrown the ball away. Big ride from Davis. Let's
see if we can get him pushed out.
Nope. Chuck comes with the one-handed.
Another save by McMillan.
He's hot today.
Save, Cam McMillan.
McMillan wants this win today. You can just
You
smell
can
it in the
tell.
air.
He's running this defense, Rob. He's
Got Diner dishes it.
Jimmy Burnett comes
Jimmy
in from
Burnett.
the wing. Oh, a fake.
Oh, great save opportunity.
It was a beautiful fake by Jimmy. Everybody thought that he was going to dump that to the middle, and he just didn't
Favell
have
riding.
enough on it. Ryan Fixler comes over to assist on the ride, and Carcieri finds his way through. Ball's
It's going to be a
down.
turnover on number 3 for.
Here we go. Owen Taylor's got the ball. This could be a one-man.
This
Nope,
is-
Summit recovers.
So we got McCoskey with the ball back behind the cage as he gets a roll dodge and he turns that ball over.
Maybe just a little bit too much. Oh, and
Ball's
the ball goes
down.
down again. Hank Seltman comes up with the ball and the goal.
So Summit going for another clear opportunity here as they get it out to midfield. Coming down here quickly,
It's
getting it
Henry.
into the offensive box. Scherzinger goes down. Nope.
Not sure what the call is. What's the whistle?
Official timeout.
What do you know, Rob? What was that for?
It's an official timeout, but they've done this twice now. They've stopped the offensive ball when they shouldn't be.
No, I don't see what happened.
Well,
out there.
Summit had a player down behind the cage. Defender here who's walking off the field. He's not wanting to come off the field, but the officials called a timeout because he was down on the ground.
I didn't see
But he was
anybody
clear.
down.
He
That's-
clearly was not in the play. They should have probably let the play go. For the Braves, it's probably a good thing that they did blow the whistle.
Probably was. It looked like Henry was on his way to another inside shot anyway, if not a goal. But nothing's for sure with Cam McMillan in the cage. He's been stopping just about everything they put on him. Okay, there's Harrison on the wing, kicking it back over to Joseph Delworth.
Who doesn't get past Gottdiner.
And won't, I predict. Here's another situation where a drop ball. They're all over Henry Scherzinger, and Henry's holding the stick, and now they got a flag.
That's going to be
I
on
don't
Young.
know what this is
It's
going
going to be on
be.
number 17.
Boy, it sure looked like
A
Henry was
hold.
holding on to.
It's going to be called a hold. So it's a 30-second technical on Jake Young. The Braves will be in man-down situation here for 30 seconds. So there's 2:42. At the 2:19 mark, the penalty will be released. In the meantime, the Braves play man-down. Or when the Knights score. But I don't think that's going to happen. So Scherzinger to Scherzinger. Scherzinger back to Scherzinger. Scherzinger tries to get in. Great save by McMillan.
McMillan with the save for the Braves. Scherzinger backs up his own shot, brings it in on the end line.
Back up top. We've got 10 seconds left in this man down opportunity. Wide.
It's James McElvey, the senior attackman.
McMillan's ordering his defense around it quickly. Henry to Harris.
Harrison.
There's going to be another flag on the
Another flag
Braves.
down. Oh.
Ball's down, and the first penalty is released, so we're still only going to be a man down. So that's on Alex Major. That'll be a 1-minute penalty. So the Braves are going to go from 2:08 to 1:08, or until Summit scores. Man down.
1 minute prospect. That'll be Silver Knights man up.
So up top for the Knights is going to be Lyle, Harris,
Harrison.
and number 11,
That's
James
McElvey.
McElvey.
Oh, number 4, Alan Waltz. That's his bread and butter, is that off-ball movement down on the crease. I'm not sure how he got so open down there.
A little bit of ball watching by the Braves. Defense not picking him up, rolling the crease.
4 remaining in the first half of play. Score now. Braves 6, Silver Knights 3.
But we're all even again, Rob. That's the good news.
It is. So the Silver Knights have scored 3 times now, and I believe all 3 times have been, no, twice on man up opportunities and once in even play. So you got Taylor on this near side. You got McClay and Ferris out there for the Braves. Ball's still loose. It's going to be the Braves ball on a technicality.
Patrick causes a lot of those.
Possession over to the Braves.
So Patrick comes out, his older brother Phil Ferris comes in, and you got Owen Taylor bringing it up for the Braves. You got this ball coming around to
Eric Fluhoff.
Fluhoff.
Boy, you got a lot of lefties out there right now. You got Fluhoff and Ferris and Fixler. Swings it back out to Owen.
Owen's going to look for a dodge against shot wide.
Braves back up their own shot. Retain possession.
Georgie Favell from Eric Fluhoff on the
Fluhoff
beautiful
with the
feed and
assist,
catch
number
and shoot.
26.
Braves goal scored by number 5, George
Favell. So the Braves go up 7-3.
Play to Fluhoff.
They needed that, Rob, because 6-2 looked a lot better than 6-3, and I think 7-3 is going to be a better one. Let's hope that they
But
can
we
run
came
this
into the
down.
quarters 5-1. So both teams have scored 2 this quarter so far. So it's been a fairly even match this quarter. Summit's made some adjustments and has figured out how to get the ball into their offensive end. McMillan has had a spectacular quarter saving the ball. Tobler against
Ruben
Ferris
Tobler back
again.
at the-
It's going to be the Braves ball as McClay gets
McClay
it.
comes up with it, and would have
Braves
a
call
timeout.
timeout.
Another well-timed timeout by Coach McKay.
So that was a great face-off by the Braves. One of the things that I think Ferris is going to have to work on. He does a great job. He does a great job of winning the clamp. Lots of times he pops it up, but he loses track of where that ball is. As he gets more mature in his game, Mike, I'm sure that part of his game is going to improve. It's important to always know where that ball is. Probably a lot more wins if he starts figuring that piece of it out.
We were talking earlier, he's at about a 70% clip this year already.
That's
We're
great.
in our 7th game, so that's not bad.
No, not for a freshman.
You are absolutely right, though. With the new rules on the face-off, it's not the way it used to be. You've got to rely on your wingman more. I'd like to see the clamp and to pop it out instead of trying to win it to yourself.
Yeah, that's part of understanding positioning. If he can get that clamp, which he has very successfully, and pop it out to one of his wings as opposed to popping it straight up and then losing track of where that ball is.
Then it's a 50-50 ball, and fortunately we've been lucky today on those, but I can't say that we've been that successful on 50-50 balls so far.
So Taylor's
overall
getting
this year.
doubled and ridden hard by Scherzinger.
Oh, and a flag down. We're going to be man up here. I think they'll
We need to-
probably hold the ball. Just dropped it. Why did he drop it? Burn the clock. That just wasted 35 seconds of man up in the second half, Rob.
Yeah. Well, I think the Braves are going for a last-minute score here. I think they'd like to go into the locker room 8-3. I don't think Tim's worried about taking it into the half.
Yep,
I think
I can't disagree with that.
I think he
he's
sees
probably-
35 seconds on that clock. That's plenty of time to run a great man up.
Yep. No,
play.
you're probably right.
And I
You're
think
probably
think
right.
he wants to build into the confidence of that man up group.
What was the penalty? Is it a 35-second or is it a minute penalty?
I didn't catch it and I didn't hear.
35-second would be plenty of time for a 30-second penalty, run the clock out or run the clock down, get a good shot off. If it was a minute, they might try to get one here and back it up and then hold it to get another man up in the second half. Everybody's got their head up, looking around, looking for that extra pass, which is nice to see.
I'd like to see Favell cut through right now.
I think
Nobody's watching.
I
Nobody's
think they're
watching
just going to hold it now. I think they're going to hold it. Hold it. There it is. So the Braves will take possession of the ball in the second half with no face-off. Give Patrick a little bit of a rest.
And have 25 seconds to work a man up
25
opportunity.
seconds to work a man up. That was a good first half. That combined, that's now the best first half I've seen an effort from the Braves this year, Rob.
So a little update on the game here for those just joining us. The Braves lead this at halftime 7-3 with a stellar first half by the senior goalie Cameron McMillan. We'll have stats for you hopefully at the start of the second half. Patrick Ferris is having a great day at the face-off. Summit has not found an answer for that, and the Braves have shown great discipline and patience on offense. Defensively, the Scherzinger boys are creating problems when they have the ball, but the Braves have controlled possession of this ball, which is probably the biggest plus in the game today for the Braves.
I agree, and I can say that 3 points, 3 goals in the first half. We're not getting hurt by the Scherzingers with only 3 goals in the first half. That's very unlike Summit. They're a very high-scoring team, and especially when it comes to the Scherzingers. If you can hold them to 3 goals and a half, I think you take that. I think they need to maintain the intensity. They did a good job in the second quarter, coming out and standing up to the new intense offensive efforts from Summit, which they did come out with a little bit more aggression. But
and so, to give you an idea, on Summit's scoring prowess, usually what this 3-point score is really about. You know, Summit comes in 7-1, and they're averaging over 15 points a game. So three goals in the first half. You know that the Summit coaching staff is going to make some adjustments. I think the key to the second half is intensity. I'm Rob Young with Mike Fruland here at Braves Tomahawk Stadium. We'll see you in the second half here at the Indian Hill Summit Country Day lacrosse game.
All right, be back in 10.
The Indian Hill Rangers have asked that Doug Ralph please try to restrain himself. Doug Ralph, please try to restrain himself. 6-4. And beat Hudson 10-5. Indian Hill Varsity Girls still ranked #1 in Division II, undefeated.
Start the second half here. The Braves start man up and lead the game 7-3. There's about 25 seconds left in this penalty for the Braves. Shot and miss. Favell backs it up.
Fixler shot backed up by Favell. Braves retain possession, bring it in on the end line.
Favell brings it up top for the Braves. Dumps it back down, back to Favell. To Favell, who takes a shot and a bounce over
shot.
the shoulder of the goalie. And the Braves go up 8-3 quickly.
Braves
As that
goal scored by number 5, George Favell.
right at the end of that penalty. So the Braves come into the second half here 7-3 with a man-up opportunity and are now 8-3 with 11:34 to go.
Well, we got Patrick Ferris coming back. Oh, look who's coming to face off with Patrick Ferris. It's Henry Scherzinger. They're bringing out the big guns because Patrick's beating everybody else.
So you got Scherzinger against Ferris here. On the far side, you got Young coming in with the long stick. Ferris wins that face-off,
Ferris controls the face of the Braves.
but Scherzinger strips him of the ball,
ball
and he
up.
loses control. Still
Davis
in the Braves.
McCoskey going to the corner to get it against the deep hole from Summit, and
No one there to help him.
it's still down.
Fixler in there trying to get the ball.
Fixler's an animal on ground balls.
And McCoskey comes up with the ground ball. Big ground ball for McCoskey.
And gets pushed out of bounds.
Flag down.
And that's going to be a man down opportunity. Not man up opportunity.
Oh, did they throw a flag on that, Rob?
They did.
I don't know where it went or who it was on or how long ago it was thrown.
It was thrown right at the end. It'll be
Okay.
unsportsmanlike on number
Number
two.
Silver Knights have called the penalty.
Lennox
That'll
Brooks,
make it
junior
man up.
depot.
Not sure what the penalty is or how long it is. But McCoskey was kind of thrown around back there, so it might be a hold. No, it's a 1 minute.
Is that non-releasable for an
Braves will
unsportsmanlike?
be man up for 1 minute.
I didn't see a full-time signal, so.
It was a 1 minute. It was not. It is releasable.
Alex Major launches, and there's no backup.
Well,
That's
I don't
that's
know if
not
that was. I don't know if that was a launch. I would call that a push. He didn't follow through. That's why that ball just kind of walked past the goal.
It's not a good decision to take a shot like that in a man-up situation and not have anybody back. I think that was a little bit early in the possession. Very good ride on the side. That's going to
The
get the
Braves
ball back
ball.
to Indian Hill. So Alex,
Silver Knights
Oh.
stepped out of bounds. That'll be Braves ball
another.
offside.
No, that's not a flag. His hat. But the ball is dead. I don't see a flag. Did you hear a whistle?
No, there was no whistle. He picked it up and he got clocked from behind.
They didn't throw a flag. They didn't do anything. They just, again, a slow restart, Rob.
Well, occasionally on these Saturday games, when there's a lot of varsity games being played around the state, you'll end up occasionally with a couple of officials that don't have a good handle on how the game is supposed to be run. Fixler going in.
Oh,
Bad pass decision, but number 26 keeps control for the Braves.
Eric Fluhoff.
Fluhoff
Sophomore.
rolls the
left-handed
cage,
attackman.
takes
Oh,
a shot. and that's
Carcieri gets it back to his goalie, Hank Seltman. Seltman's trying the clear again. See if they can get through this.
Fluhoff with the ride, Fixler on the goalie. And this ball's going back to the Braves.
That one's for Ryan Fixler because he pressed that goalie and he made him throw the ball out of bounds. That's a great ride.
So the Braves lead this game in the second half, 8-3, with 9:52 left in the quarter, and we are back to even play. So the Braves were unable to convert on that man. Pavel
There's Georgie. Where have you been, Georgie? There you are.
Fixler with the backup, bringing it quickly up top. It's to Owen Taylor, who looks to dodge. It's down to Fluhoff. Fluhoff rolls back to Owen. Owen to
Georgie's earned the nickname Snack Bar, Rob, and knowing the layout of Tomahawk Stadium, I'm guessing you know why that is.
He must hit the snack bar a lot.
He hits
and
the
not
snack
to
bar.
eat.
Not to eat. After that shot, you can see that he puts enough on that thing it'll easily make
Braves
it
are
all
moving
the
the
way to
ball well.
snack bar.
Quick cutting.
Another
Owen Taylor.
foul.
That's going to be an assist to Favel.
Oh, and a flag. We got a flag. This might be another unsportsmanlike. Oh, it's a delay of game. The goalie took the ball instead of just leaving it. He rolled it out, and that's a delay of game. And Indian Hill's going to be a man up. That's really unfortunate. That's just a concentration loss.
What year is their goalie?
I believe Selman's a senior because
he should know better.
Our good friend Chris Ralph is a freshman, and he's taking over the reins next year. He's the only other goalie on the roster. Yes, Hank knows better than that. That was just, I'm sure he's looking at the scoreboard, and this isn't what they expected at all.
9-3 Braves ball. Should be a man-up opportunity, but
oh, and it was unsportsmanlike or
no,
delayed.
we're playing even ball here. I'm not sure what the call was, Mike.
I don't know. There was a flag, but why did we get the ball? We scored the goal.
Yeah, I'm not sure. If we get the ball, it should be.
It might have just been a possession. Is it possible that it's just a possession and not a penalty?
If it's
serving?
a dead ball, that could be the case.
Okay. Which is fine. Still gives us the ball back. Get the passes up. Georgie on the. Don't see him over here that often.
Taylor up top at the point.
Get your passes up.
That's
second time.
Number 38 is
Phil.
That's
Phil Ferris.
He knows better than to pass the ball like a.
Yeah, he throws laser passes, but that.
The last two have not been.
No.
Ferris.
Here we go. Here's Ryan Fixler dropped the ball.
Ryan was trying to take.
There should be a push there, Rob, isn't there?
Yeah.
Still down. It's still down.
Keep riding,
they
boys.
Finally
Keep
come
riding.
Up, but they throw it very long. Now, is this going to be an penalty or a turnover?
So it's going to be a turnover on the Braves, and the Braves are going to go man down here. They're going to call Kai Knorr for a flag as McMillan makes a great save. So Knorr gets called for a slash. That'll be a 1-minute penalty as the Braves bring in their man down unit. So playing defense for the Braves will be Gottdiner, Young, number 44, Matt Sorensen. As
27, Brooke McClay out top with Matt Sorensen.
So playing a
kind of a 2-3 zone. Ooh. And Delworth gets one.
Delworth camping out on the crease there, gets the pass, makes the fake, and scores over top of Jake Young and the goalie. So got a replay coming up for you folks.
And Delworth gets one.
So that penalty will release. It's a 9-4 game as the Braves will reset here on the face-off with Ferris taking it against number 30.
Is it, that's the guy that's not on their roster, Rob. I don't have a 32 on the roster. So they're picking guys up off the street to try and beat Patrick Ferris tonight.
Ferris with another
he
win to
wins it
himself.
clean,
That
wins
one
it
clean,
clean.
dumps it to Favell. What a great face-off for the young freshman Ferris, who's got to be at about 85% today. So the Braves are going to set up here on offense again. They're showing great poise and patience. The last offensive possession during man up, they actually were a little sloppy in my opinion, Mike, but
Here comes
great
Davis
job.
on another feed, and Georgie can't handle the ball. He gets hit in the back, and there's a flag for it. Georgie took a shot to the back, and he's down, Rob.
Yeah, and it's going to be a penalty, a slash on.
And a little good sportsmanship there on the part of the guy that slashed him. Helped him up and gave him a hug.
So the Braves are going to be man up again. So the Braves will once again set up their man-up offense here with Favell starting with the ball, bringing it up top to
It's Alex Major up top.
Major,
Phil
Ferris.
down to Fluhoff, over to Fixler. Get out of there, Ryan. Back up to Flu. Down
Fixler.
to Fix. Back to Flu. Up top to Phil. They're
Good ball
trying
movement.
to work it around. They're trying to get that open guy. Oh, and Alex,
That was
you
great.
got to move your feet, Alex, when you make that pass.
The defender saw the opportunity to cut down the passing lane, and the Braves lose another opportunity here. And you got to think Summit's going to try to kill the penalty here. The Braves are still man up. They should be pressing this ball with two guys. As Scherzinger is going to try to take it in anyways. Roll.
Throws it down to Delworth, who trails the roll inside.
Got Diner. They should be doubling the ball right now. Delworth with the shot. Will be or now we.
Oh, they're doubling the ball.
Not. And
No,
we're going to go
another
man.
flag. We're going to be.
Alex Major's getting another penalty.
And the ball's down.
So Henry and Harris are talking to each other. I don't think they're happy with the offensive movement on the Braves. So the Braves will be man down again.
I think the fact that we saw Henry Scherzinger taking a faceoff against Patrick Ferris earlier is a really good indication that Summit's just out of their game right now, and they're not sure exactly what to do to rebound and recover. But don't count these two out. They're special players, and they aren't going to give up.
Well, we've got a little bit of a delay here as they try to get the clock reset.
Oh, and a bounce shot off of Cam
shame.
McMillan into the goal. That might have gone right through Cam.
That was not a bounce. That was a laser beam right through the net of his stick. I mean, that was a rifle of a shot.
Yes.
So we go 9-4 now with 5:45 left. So the Braves, Mike, we talked about it coming out of the halftime that the Braves needed to show intensity. I see a sloppy play right now. They're not playing as crisp and clean as they were in the first half.
We've had some unnecessary penalties. There's not much you can say about that. When Henry's got the ball,
Well,
in
we've
the man-up
had
situation, wide
man-up
open.
opportunity. We're making bad passes.
Yeah, no, you're right, Rob. We've kind of let our guard down a little bit here in the second half, but hopefully we can rebound and hold serve here. Patrick's doing his fair share, obviously, but that's
That's going to be a push. No, they don't call it.
They didn't call it. No. And
Patrick gets it.
Ferris wins the face-off officially. Now there's a flag down.
So is that Evan Youngblood gets called for a slash, turning the ball over to the Silver Knights. Braves are going down 1 minute. 1 minute.
I don't know where that slash occurred. We had the ball when they threw the flag. I don't know why Evan would have been slashing somebody while on offense.
Well, Scherzinger's looking quickly for the ball. He's all by himself. Braves are coming around. Scherzinger, who takes a rocket of a shot. Quickly, the Silver Knights reset and start it back up. Delworth and he puts it in by himself. Solo shot by Delworth to bring this to a 3-point game. So, Mike, the Braves man down defense is definitely needing some work here in the second half. That's their third. And they're going to have Scherzinger take the face-off again. I think the Summit staff's feeling is if we can tie up a little Patrick Ferris with Scherzinger and have a better opportunity of winning on the wing side of it, let's do it. Because he's definitely not winning the pinch.
To bring this to a 3-point game.
Patrick wins that. Pinch and pop, but doesn't have anyone.
Nobody on the wing as fast as Harris and Scherzinger coming in to get the ball. That's a problem.
Delworth is running this offense. Kick save for Cam. And his defense can't get the ball picked up.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
It was a great save by McMillan.
An off-ball goal by Alan
So we're
Walsh.
7-9.
That's
Running this offense.
let's see
save
if
for
You know, Mike, they are beating us on ground balls this half.
yes. We need to regain our composure.
Cam has a great save, and our defender pulls up instead of going down after that ball.
We got Owen Taylor out here on the wing and Stephen Tracy on the other side, hoping to get some muscle on the ground ball.
We got Scherzinger on the wing, Scherzinger at the face-off. Tracy and Taylor playing wing for us, and Patrick Ferris on the face-off against Scherzinger.
Patrick wins it clean and gets run over by Scherzinger. That's going to be a push should be a push with possession, but they don't call it that way. In any event, we win the face-off.
So Taylor will bring it up to set up the offense for the Braves. Fixler with the ball on the right side of the cage as he brings it around to the X, dishing it off to Fluhoff. Fluhoff up top to Taylor.
I like what I'm seeing right now, Rob. They're just going back to what got them their lead in the first quarter, and that's just very comfortably and very methodically moving the ball around the offense, getting the defense moving, getting their heads moving.
Jimmy Burnett brings the ball down to Fixler. Fixler at X looking to roll the crease. He dishes it off to Fluhoff.
Skip pass to Phil. Phil scores.
Shoot and score with an off-speed bounce shot.
That was very fast, was it, Rob?
No, it was. I'm giving him credit.
That's
it's off speed.
That's unlike Phil Ferris. He usually has a lightning bolt from that position, but it didn't look like it was going at top-notch speed.
I'm bringing my baseball history in a little off-speed
Nothing
bounce.
wrong with the knuckleball.
So here comes the replay of that goal by
Bob Phil. Phil scores.
shoot, and score. All right, so facing off against is Ferris.
Oh, we got Scherzinger on the other wing this time, matched up with Owen Taylor. And I believe that's Henry taking the face-off, correct?
Yes, it is.
And they're just trying to tie him up, waiting for the loose ball, Rob. Henry Scherzinger's not even trying to win the clamp.
Nope. So Harrison gets the ground ball and Summit wins a face-off. So Ferris won the clamp. Technically, to win the face-off in lacrosse, you have to get it into your offensive box, which they do. Great defense by the Braves, and this is Owen Taylor bringing it up to the 50. He's to the 40, and he pulls it up, dishing it off to Fixler to get the touch in the offensive box. Fixler takes a shot, and it's knocked down. Fixler's going to get his own rebound, as we would say. So the Braves are going to set up their offense here. Fluhoff back at X, rolling to his right, out to Taylor. Taylor looking to dodge. Fake, shoot, and it's over the top.
Nice bounce shot by Owen. It's backed up by Jimmy Burnett. If he can get a stick on it, he does. And once again, Rob, the true 50-50 balls just don't seem to be going Indian Hill's way.
The Braves need to get back on defense.
Carcieri fumbles the ball at midfield.
It's going to be
Braves ball.
Ferris fighting for it. It's
Jimmy
picked
Burnett
up by
comes
Jimmy
up with
Burnett.
It, goes up the middle. He got some numbers if he wants to push. He's going to get the touch and pull it back out and set up. Probably a wise move.
Gets the ball down to Fluhoff, who's going to take it behind the crease. Fluhoff over to Favell. Favell out to Taylor.
To the top, to Phil Ferris.
To Ferris. Ball's knocked down in the passing lane and and Fluhoff is tripped, and they're going to give the ball to Summit.
That should have been a trip or a push or something, but
so Silver Knights are going to have the possession in their defensive end here.
Beat Carcieri with the ball in the corner. I think the Braves need to find a way to get out of this quarter with this 3-goal lead. I think
and Carcieri is going to run this ball past him to his long stick in the middle of the field, who's running up.
Fixler's running over to ride the long stick, which looks like it's a good idea. He doesn't look that comfortable with the ball. Carcieri at midfield, and Phil Ferris. Summit comes away with the clear, gets it into their end, and Harrison Scherzinger will set it up. Oh, nice pass to the middle to Delworth.
Delworth with the ball, rolls out.
1 minute remaining in the third period.
50 seconds left here in the third quarter. It's been a long one as we're at a 10-7 game here. Scherzinger to Scherzinger. Scherzinger rifles the ball. Great save by McMillan. And McMillan makes a bad clearance.
Well, okay. Delworth
McMillan with an awesome save. Scherzinger trying to fire it in there again. McMillan with another save. Out to his...
Here comes Owen Taylor. He knows how to clear the ball. Look up, look up, look up.
Taylor to Favell. Back to Taylor. We're down. Taylor to... Oh, and it's a missed shot by Fluhoff. Be brave.
And it's going the other way.
So as we have a reset here, the Silver Knights are going to take possession of the ball with some bad clearance.
Well, okay.
McMillan with an awesome save. Scherzinger trying to fire it in there again.
Another
McMillan
save.
with another save. And that's the end of the third quarter. The Braves lead the Silver Knights 10-7 here at Tomahawk Stadium on a sunny Saturday afternoon. Mike, big difference here in this third quarter of the first half. Braves did not play clean offense, causing turnovers. Silver Knights capitalize on it. We have some unnecessary penalties. The Braves have to bring the intensity back and the determination to control the ball.
Well, in that 12-minute period, I saw 2 6-minute periods. The first 6 minutes, the Braves definitely let their guard down. They got sloppy. They lost their composure. Weren't making passes. They weren't getting ground balls. Pretty much kind of letting their guard down. The second 6 minutes of that period, though, I saw them rebound and gut it out, and they did a good job of doing just that. They got another goal. They made, again, Allen, as he has all day, made some fantastic saves. And I think that last 6 minutes might be the key to this game, that they came back and they fought their way back to get their composure back.
The one thing we know about Summit is they are not going to give up, though. These Scherzinger boys are on a mission to win, along with their teammates and their coach. They want to win the Southwest region in Ohio. They want to be the #1 seeded team. They're sitting in that position right now, Mike. Two things I saw. Defensively, we got out of sorts, both on our man down defense, and if it hadn't been for the great saves of McMillan in that second part of that quarter, I think the score would have been at least even, if not the Braves behind.
Yep.
McMillan is playing lights out today. He had a flurry of about 4 saves in less than a minute that kept the Braves from giving up another score.
Well, let's hope that Cam's got another 12 minutes in him, because he hasn't seen the last of the Scherzinger shots. I can guarantee you that as this game gets down toward the end, they're going to be launching some shots at him. So hopefully he's up for the
interesting
challenge.
play by Summit. They've got one of the Scherzinger boys, Henry, up top. They're having Harris set up as an attackman, putting 2 defensive middies out at the wings. Ferris wins again.
Right up the middle.
Dumps it to
Beautiful.
Favel. So for a D1 prospect, the Scherzinger boy does not know how to stop the freshman Patrick Ferris, as he has dominated this game on faceoff all day long, Mike.
Well, Rob, there's a long list of guys in Southwest Ohio that fall into that same category, because nobody's been able to stop Patrick yet this year.
I'm looking forward to watching Patrick over the next 3 years, 4 years, as he fine-tunes his face-off game. We have Owen Taylor with the ball over here on the near side, who dumps it up top to Otto Ackerman. Got Fluhoff, Mikowski, Brunette sitting in on the crease, and Favel. So we're playing a 2-2-2 here on the offensive side.
Otto Ackerman taking it to the goal.
Shot wide. So Mikowski backs it up. He gets the ball back. He's looking to start it. You know, one of the things that I think has been key for the Braves today is Mikowski's field vision and his assist. He knows when to get rid of that ball to the open man, and we've scored successfully several times. I think Mikowski's got 4 assists today.
It all starts with the off-ball movement, and it's something that I know that they've been working on this week. Didn't have a lot of it last week in a couple of our games, and I think that's been one of Coach McKay's primary focuses. And
Taylor with a shot blocked. Summit defense has picked that ball up, and we're riding hard. Pavel looking to continue to ride. And it's a timeout by Summit. So Summit will get the ball back after the timeout in their defensive end as we take a timeout here.
Here's one of they just called a timeout in their defensive end after being ridden for a good 8 seconds. Now by calling the timeout, they get a fresh clock. I mean, I've got a little bit of an issue with that. I think if a defense works hard enough, or an attack group works hard enough to ride to prevent a team from getting the clear,
Should be like basketball. Your shot clock doesn't restart.
I don't mind the timeout just to let them reset. You get a 5-yard advantage as soon as you get back on the field. But I don't think they should be given a fresh clock. That basically takes all the hard work that attack unit did to stop that team from getting the ball clear is now gone, and it starts all over again just because of a timeout. But that's just me.
Well, I don't disagree with you, and I'm pretty sure in the college game they don't get a fresh clock.
I think that's why in the college game they very rarely call a timeout until they get
McMillan with
into the
another
box.
save out to his.
Here comes Owen Taylor. Is that a Scherzinger midfield that's down, Rob, stretching? It sure
It
is.
is.
That's Henry. That's, I was talking about this earlier. They only have 7 guys that play offense. Normally you have at least 2 full midi lines, plus a Fogo, plus a LSM. They have 7 guys on this
Well, you
entire
can see
team that ever touch the
They
offensive
brought
end
him
of the
back
field.
to an attack position,
Right.
so that he's not running the whole field.
I think the fatigue is going to be an important factor.
And he's the
here
one
in
that's
this
been
last
taking the
10 minutes.
face-offs against Ferris. And what people don't realize, that face-off
That's a
roll,
strain on your back,
It-
for
it
one
is.
thing. Oh, a swing and a miss by Carcieri. Oh. Smart, smart, smart.
gets it to his senior goalie, who's looking to get his clear out to
R.J. Dean brings the
R.J.
ball up
Dean,
the
who brings
middle.
it up the middle. Dumps it into the center.
Oh,
and
almost scores. Almost scores, Rob.
That was the right idea. Feed it into McCoskey.
It was.
Just a little off the mark.
That,
Nobody behind, as McCoskey was camped up top on the crease. So this will be Summit's ball. Let's see if the Braves can successfully ride this and get this ball back. So they're going to give it to Lyle to bring
Here's
it
the
up.
ride again. Our ride has been pretty good today. Lyle's is their possession guy. He's the guy that they rely on to bring the ball up, and he does just that. Steps in and gets his touch. They go to the crease, and Delworth misses a pass.
So both teams looking a little fatigued here in the fourth quarter with 9 minutes left. McMillan with
Carcieri.
another save.
How many saves does Cam have if you had to venture right now? He's got to have a dozen.
He's over a dozen. I'd say he's closer to 15, but our clearing game is getting.
Otto Ackerman made a really nice play there to
Yeah.
to recover a rather hastily thrown clear by Cam.
And as you hear from the stands, Ackerman is getting acknowledged.
He's got his cheering section down there.
So we got Taylor, Ackerman, Favell up at the midfield. You got Brunette, Fluhoff, and McCoskey in the attack position. McCoskey with the ball right now. One of the things that I'd like to comment is on Davis's game. His IQ has gotten incredible as he's taken kind of that leadership role as a senior at the X position.
Owen Taylor.
Owen Taylor with a spin and score.
Left-handed rocket from Owen, and I was just going to say, I think at this point, Indian Hill with the 3-4 goal lead with 8 minutes left in the game, it wouldn't hurt them just to burn some clock. And as I say that, Owen rips another goal.
I think Owen Taylor wants to show these Scherzinger boys that he's capable of doing everything that they're capable of doing.
I think he has shown that today, and I think that the Scherzingers.
Here comes a replay of Owen Taylor's score. So Ferris again with the face-off in the win.
He's unstoppable today, Rob. And what the heck, Patrick Ferris?
And Patrick
He thought
hits
he was
his own.
Phil. He thought he was his brother for a minute.
But we get to keep it. They call it a shot.
Well, it was a shot. I'm not sure why he took it, but and even he wasn't
based
sure.
on the reason his head went down, I don't know if it was a shot.
There was nobody there.
I know, so I think we get a little bit lucky there.
I think there was
McCoskey-
some adrenaline involved there.
McCoskey with the ball.
Oh, here's a goal. Oh,
Nice
a
save
beautiful
by
save.
Favell.
Oh, there's got to be a flag there. He hit him right in the head. But
Yeah,
they
come on,
don't.
guys, don't stop playing.
They
There's no
kinda
flag.
did.
And just remember, boys, as you get older in this game, the whistle doesn't come when the ball hits the ground. It comes when the play is dead. So play till the whistle. Play to the whistle, boys.
Scherzinger, nice save by Cam again. That's Harrison. Is Henry even out there?
He's just,
I don't know. No, that's
No.
not Henry.
I think Henry's coming onto the field right now.
Yeah, okay. I think he's tired, Rob. I think this has been a little bit more
Taylor
intense
on
than-
Henry, and he's stopped and hammered hard by Taylor.
Delaware throws the ball out of bounds.
That'll be a reset for
No, they're
Summit.
calling it a shot. Okay, I guess we'll take that since Patrick's was called a shot at the other end. A nice idea, a little bit high, and Harrison couldn't get a handle on it.
And the Braves are going to
And,
come up with this. Jake Young
I
fighting for
think
it. Jake Young fighting it for it.
Just again, the
Summit's got the numbers.
50 balls just aren't falling
Summit's
our
got
way.
numbers. Harris
A
slips,
slip
dumps
to
it off
his
to his brother, who takes a shot,
and
misses.
is off cage. That was fortunate.
Is there a charger for this thing? Zach.
Matt Sorensen is harassing Waltz, but Waltz gets around
Another
him and
save
Cam
by
makes another
McMillan.
beautiful save.
I'm going to change McMillan's name to The Wall.
The Wall, McMillan.
The Wall McMillan. Cam is having an outstanding game in his senior year
Oh,
against
what
Summit.
beautiful ball
Great
movement.
ball movement. Taylor will keep
Eric
the ball.
just couldn't quite get.
Fluhoff gets the start. Fluhoff comes up to the crease quickly. There's nobody to receive the ball from him. He gets it back out top to Ackerman, who gives it back to Taylor. So, you know, I've just got to tell you how impressed I am with Cam McMillan's composure in cage. He has seen lots of shots. He's made lots of stops.
Well, that's high praise coming from you. You've known some pretty good goalies in your day.
McCoskey with the ball as he rolls over to Ackerman, who
Oh, boy, we can't find the cage now.
still our ball.
We're very fortunate that
McCoskey with the ball.
that's Davis is not going to lose that battle. He's quite a load back there when you're not going to push him out of bounds. Otto Ackerman's got it back on the top. I'm going to say it again. We've got a 4-goal lead and there's 5 minutes left. There'd be nothing wrong with spinning this ball around and burning a minute or two. But they don't want to. Otto's back, and I think Davis has backed that up.
That was close.
It was. It was too close, I think. Wasn't a bad shot. I just am.
So
I'm
the Braves are slowing it down here. Davis is not looking to move the ball. Quickly, he's rolling the cage, takes a shot, and scores. McCoskey with the loan.
That's funny. What he just did there, that's been his bread and butter for a couple of years, Rob.
Yep.
What we saw today earlier from him has really impressed me with his head up, dodging and passing to middies, cutting down the middle. That's a new addition to Davis's entourage. So it's good to see that he can still dodge and score coming around the crease.
Yeah, you got to give it to the senior. He needed to get a score. He's had 4 assists, score now, so 5 points for McCoskey. We'll get a replay of that later for you here when we've got a little break in the action.
Okay, let's see. What do we got out at the face-off X this time from Summit?
It's
Scherzinger again. No, is it? No,
Yeah.
it's that 32, which we don't have on our roster. I'm not sure who that is.
Ferris gets it again. Braves get it into their offensive box.
Just a
Fixler with the
really
ball,
impressive
dumps it.
performances all around. A lot of really good individual performances today by the Braves, I think.
They
Rob.
are.
And a good team performance as well.
Yeah, I like what I'm seeing from a team perspective. And I'll take the mistakes when they're trying to do the right stuff. They've stayed composed when Summit went on a run here. Definitely have some work to do as we head into the last half of this season.
That's not unusual.
No,
Another feed, and another goal by Georgie
flew off
Favell
to
from Flew.
Georgie flew off. That's
That play, Rob, that X to the cutting midi or the cutting attackman has really, really hurt Summit today, and it's kind of ironic because that's the play that Loveland beat Indian Hill on yesterday. In the third quarter, they scored 4 times on that to put that game away. I don't know if Indian Hill watched that film and learned something, or if they've just thrown that into their offense.
comes a replay of that goal. So facing off for the Silver Knights is Tobler's back in on the face-off against none other than the Fireplug. Ferris clamps it.
He's got a number of nicknames.
Ferris wins it again.
They all have the same result. He's
And he
very
gets it back to
smartly
his
going
goal.
back to Cam McMillan, which and Cam launches it up the field and out of bounds.
Not sure why we're having trouble with that clear, because that Patrick is doing his job when the deep, you know, he brings it back to Cam like that. That's smart play on Patrick's part, but we've had twice now that we've thrown that ball away.
Cam does have a tendency to want to throw the touchdown pass every once in a while, and I guess I'd rather have it happen now than in a game that was really close. And here we go on a beautiful ride. And I'm not sure what's going on back there at midfield, but Fixler's on the ground. Now he's back up.
Yeah, I'm glad the officials are letting him play
Alex
through that.
Majors running the ball around.
Well, I think we're going to.
Almost throws it away.
I think we're going to see some rabbit here. And what I mean by rabbit is you're going to see the Braves move the ball around the horn and just try to eat some clock away here.
Who do we got in here? We got Fluhoff at X.
Number 25.
25 is Davis Wilson. He has a goal today on a beautiful dodge down or a run down the middle that was fed again from X. I think that might have been one of Davis McCoskey's first assists. Fixler out on the wing, and I think you're right, Rob. I think they're trying to salt this one away. But here comes, just as I say, there comes Fixler with the shot.
Fixler wants to get his cake too, Mike.
Yeah, that's.
You know, after two disappointing losses this week, the Braves I think are feeling good, and I think this has been a great opportunity for the Braves to come back and play some team ball.
Another 50-50 balls. Well, that's Henry is just getting beat up at midfield. What is there a flag? There's no flag. They just couldn't find the ball. I think it was caught up in Henry's jersey, and they didn't know where it was.
That should have been a flag on Henry withholding because he was holding it against his chest.
That's what it looked like from here. I don't know what happened exactly, but well.
Davis Wilson with a nice defensive stop. Silver Knight shot goes out of bounds. They back up the ground shot and retain possession.
I gotta say that Rob, if I were Summit right now, and I think I'd be getting the ball to one of the Scherzinger twins.
Well, one of them Henry just came off.
I think Henry's really he's down. He was taking face-offs, and I know for a fact that face-offs can hurt you. One of our freshmen this year took a face-off in one of our preseason games, and there's a spin-around goal by Joseph Delworth.
In between the leg, as we call it, the 5-hole. So that was a nice shot by Delworth to go in between McMillan's legs, and that'll be a 13-8 game with 2 minutes left.
2 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter of play. 2 minutes remaining in the game.
Okay, as I was just saying, Rob, the face-off, if you're not accustomed to taking face-offs, we had a freshman that took a face-off for the first time this year in one of our early season scrimmages. He was out for almost 2 weeks with a strain in his back and in his lower back because of that, and it's just not something that you can jump in and do. So.
No, it is likened to a wrestling match. And it takes everything. You have to have a strong core, you have to have strong arms, you have to have strong legs. I mean, it is.
Delworth is absolutely tearing it up down here now. And
if it wasn't for Delworth
13-9.
today, I think that's his 5th goal.
I think you're right. That's at least 4. It might be his 5th.
And he's got at least 2 assists.
Nope, he's put on a pretty good show.
We'll have a replay here. Number 32 is coming out for Summit to face off against Ferris.
Here's a new. They're replaying. Okay, we got a new Summit player on the field. Jacob Schneider, 26 on the wing, going against R.J. Dean. Patrick Ferris wins it clean. Refs gets in the way. Oh, nice flip by Georgie Favell to kick it back out, but it might have gone too hard, and it does. It's out of bounds to Summit. the minute 25 left. It's 13-9 Indian Hill. On 26, again, Jacob Schneider. First time we've seen him today, but he comes in the game fresh.
Braves have got to set their defense. This game
Here
is
goes,
not over.
Here goes Delworth again. He's on a mission.
Summit has to move this ball quickly. They're down to a minute here, minute 5 in the game. Delworth rolling the crease again. Got Diners, got him.
Back to Carcieri in the
Another
goal.
score.
Another assist for Delworth, Rob. You're right. It's kind of like sleight of hand with these guys. You certainly assume that the Scherzingers are going to do it, but then they pull out their little dodging attackman from X, and he's the one that's putting a hurt on us.
I think he's got at least 4 assists now. He's got at least 4 or 5 goals. He's in on every goal, almost. So
okay, there's a minute left, Rob, and there's a 3-goal game. In most sports, you would think that this is out of reach. Not in lacrosse. This is not over by a long shot. Indian Hill's going to need to get the possession.
They've put 3 scores up now in less than 30 seconds, and
come up with the ball again.
We are just playing. In my opinion, we are not playing good defense right now, Mike.
No, I think the Indian Hill kind of in the last couple of minutes here has come away with the idea that this game is over. And here goes Delworth just bull dodging down the middle. Smallest guy in the field is just dominating all of our deep holes. And Grant Gottdiner comes up with a beautiful takeaway. And that might just do it. 22 seconds, and it looks like a timeout, Indian Hill. I think.
McCoskey's got a cramp. McCoskey's got a cramp.
Yes, he
Coach,
does.
you pulled the plug on me.
I don't know. He might be just posing. He's had a good game. He might be posing for the cameras, Rob.
I think Coach McKay put the brake on him, and he wasn't ready to have the brake put on.
I think you're right.
So, Mike, we've got 21 seconds left in the game. The Braves have control of the ball. You got to think that Coach McKay is just going to put the ball around it, not get another score. This is going to be a game that ends probably 13-10. Some takeaways for the Braves. You got to play intense 4 quarters. They've played intense in all 4 quarters, but they had a letdown in the beginning of the half, this second half, that really allowed Summit to come back into this game. They poured it back on at the beginning of at the end of the 3rd quarter into the 4th quarter, but then the defense has gotten a little sloppy here and has allowed Summit to come back. Defense wins in a lacrosse game all the time.
Ball possession.
And ball
controlling the possession of the ball. And Patrick Ferris just certainly does his part today. And Cam McMillan has done his part in getting us possession of the ball and stopping a lot of shots.
Yeah.
I think you have to play 4 quarters, but they have to be told that there are 12 minutes in each of those 4 quarters.
Yep.
And that's the important part. They can't have a letdown. They can let down in 21 seconds, all they want. But until then, they've got to play the whole game.
Yeah. Stars of the game today, Patrick Ferris.
McCoskey. And there's an easy goal for McCoskey, and he's got another cramp, Rob.
McCoskey goes, I'm going to get another score.
We need a replay of that. We need a replay of that. That one's going on YouTube.
So McCoskey gets another score, and they're helping him off the field as he cramps up. I wish I could watch that, because I would talk right through it and call the cramp. I wouldn't call the goal. And there's McCoskey going, there's the cramp.
That's Davis McCoskey with his 3rd cramp of the day.
All right, so we're going back to another